I welcome all of you on this bright morning to the class assembly. Today we will talk about hope and faith.
Hope and faith. It reminds me of a saying, every cloud has a silver lining.
Ayushi, could you please tell me what does every cloud has a silver lining mean?
Hold your horses, Pragya. We'll know what this means in a short while. Now let's get started and invite Nishita to lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Ayushi. Dear God, please give us strength when we are weak, love when we feel forsaken, courage when we are afraid, wisdom when we feel foolish, comfort when we are alone, hope when we are in despair, and peace when we are in turmoil. Amen.
Thank you, Nishita. In this pandemic, it becomes very necessary to remain positive and hopeful. The times are difficult, but as we all know, every cloud has a silver lining.
Very true, Vaishvi. There is a hope in most difficult situations.
Pragya, I hope you got an answer to your question.
Yes, I have it. It means we should train our mind to see good in every situation. Moving ahead, we invite Lakshita to give us the thought for the day.
The thought for the day is always think of the brighter side of life and in everything choose the path to happiness. Whenever negative thoughts start gripping your mind, don't acknowledge them. Instead, replace them with the thoughts of happiness.
What an inspiring thought. Thank you, Lakshita. If you are positive, you will see opportunities instead of obstacles. I quote Confucius, the great Chinese philosopher. I now invite Piyu for the word of the day.
Thank you, Pranav. The word of the day is optimistic. The word optimistic, spelled as O-P-T-I-M-I-S-T-I-C, means hopeful. An optimistic person never lets negative feelings overwhelm him and lives life with a positive mindset. I now request Vaibhavi to recite a poem for us.
Thank you, Pinu. When everything is darkness and you feel so alone, when the rain doesn't stop and you can't make it home, when it feels all is lost and you just want to run, remember, it can't rain forever. Just wait for the sun. The storm always passes. It won't last forever. The rain always stops and gives way to good weather. The brightest of days are still to come. Please wait for the sun. The sunshine will come. The sunshine will come.
Thank you, Vaibhavi, for reciting such a lovely poem. We now have Dravid, Bharat, and Shaurya to narrate a story.
Thank you, Ayushi. A middle-aged man lost his job and was looking for a job to support his living. In newspaper, he found that a job of office boy is available. He needed a job badly, so he applied for post of office boy at a very big firm. Next day, he was called for interview. Manager interviewed him and gave him a test. When he cleared the test, manager said, "You are hired. Now give me your email address so that I can send you further details and your joining letter."
And I'm right. Sir, I don't have a computer, and neither do I have an email address. The manager replied, "What? If you don't have an email address, it means you don't exist and you can't get this job. I'm sorry, but you are not hired." The man left. He didn't know what to do as he had only left 200 rupees in his pocket and no job. He didn't want to go home without the job. Then he thought for a while and decided to buy 10 kg veggies from the supermarket and went door to door to sell those veggies. Till evening, he even doubled up his money. This made him realize that he could survive by this. So he went to the supermarket every day early in the morning and bought fresh veggies and went door to door to sell those veggies he bought in the morning.
He worked very hard every day and with his determination and persistence. Just in 5 years, he became a well established businessman. Now he had his own fleet of delivery vehicles and became one of the biggest food chain retailers in US market. One day he decided to have life insurance for his family and himself. He called an insurance consultant. After all discussions, the consultant asked about his email address. The man replied, I don't have an email address. Consultant was surprised and said, you don't have an email address and yet you succeeded to build an empire. Can you imagine what could you have done and what you could be if you had an email address? Man thought for a moment and replied, an office boy?
Moral of the story is if we seek for something and don't get it, we should never lose hope. We don't know what destiny has in store for us. Never lose hope and keep trying. Let's remain hopeful that Corona will go forever from the face of the earth. The good old times will return soon. Till then, make time for things that bring you joy.
I can't help but feel a little down, a little worried when I look around. That's why my hope is in the Lord. I fix my eyes upon the God who gives, 'cause all I need is what I have in Him. That's why my hope is in the Lord.